Good evening, everybody. It is Thursday night, my friends, and I am back. After taking a little break last night, so I'm back. I'm ready to go, and we're gonna get some nostalgia in our blood here, in our veins. I would say right now. So welcome on in, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope everyone is doing well. Hope you're all healthy and happy and all those things. Kicking butt, taking names, getting things done, and enjoying life along the way. Welcome on in, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope everyone is doing well. Let me see if I can a little bit here. That's a little better. Okay. Yeah, friends, we are gonna jump into some good old nostalgia here. Let's get some nostalgia right into our ears here. Hopefully, Oh, it's gonna start over again. Never mind. We have a moment of silence here. It does look like it's gonna be a bit loud. No, actually, it's not bad. It's not bad. Alright, my friends. Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD-2D Remake. That is what we're on about right now. We're going to do Dragon Quest 1. So I know the ending of 1, 2, 3, and 4 for the most part. I never got to the end of 4 or 3 myself, but I've seen enough playthroughs of it. 1 and 2 I have done back in the day, back in the NES days. I did play a little bit of Dragon Quest 1 on mobile, the sort of remake there, where it was still top-down 2D. This is decidedly 3D with 2D sprites. And they've made quite a few changes here. I believe the Dragon Quest 1 is longer than they had before, because they've added, I think, not only some collectibles, but some new dungeons and stuff. And I think some kind of, like, there's more NPCs and kind of more side quest thingies, as far as I can tell. You also face down multiple enemies at once, not just one-on-one like in the original game. So we'll see how that plays out for us. Let me just make sure the options are still set here, because it was weird. It was like, when I first launched it, it was like locked at 1080p, and then I kind of played around with some stuff and managed to get that back to the correct resolution. I've turned off depth of field, because I know that's one of the things about these sort of Octopath Traveler-esque remakes, where it's like they throw a crap ton of depth of field in there, and it just makes everything look terrible. So I guess without further ado, let's jump into Dragon Quest 1, friends. Please decide upon a name. Okay. And yes, I am using the controller for this, because the one thing I noticed, even with like the other PC Dragon Quest games, is that you can use the mouse and keyboard, but the keys are bound weirdly, and it never quite works that well. So I'm going to stick with the controller for this. Want to display location of current objective on the map? Yeah, sure, why not? Gold coins. You'll face stronger foes and earn fewer experience points. A fair challenge. I don't know. I feel like, so I've seen a few people playing online, and I get the impression, at least for Dragon Quest 1, that the game is maybe a little too easy in the mid, in general. So I think you can change this at any time during your adventure. Yeah, we'll go with the high one, and then if it's really insane, then we'll drop it back down. Objective marker on, voices English, yes. Auto-saving, like when you enter a town or dungeon, do not quit the game while the adventure log icon is displayed. Yep, okay. Let's go, go, go.
Hear me, hero. Can you hear me? A great darkness threatens this world. Left unchecked, it will swallow it entirely. It may already be too late. Nevertheless, perhaps you, Scion of Erdrick, might prevail.
Sire.
Please, you must make for Tantacha. You must do all that you can. The fate of the world rests with you.
It always does in Dragon Quest. It always does. Ah! Okay. Someone's yelling. Oh, there's a fight going on. Canst thou stand? Speak to me. Tis not. I can yet fight. But we find ourselves surrounded. Captain, all is surely lost. We cannot permit it to be, for should we fail, who shall remain to keep the fiends? Ooh, okay. Go ahead and go without me. Who? Thou art here to aid us? We are in thy debt, stranger. Hadst thou not come to our aid, we might well have perished. Indeed, to best a whole host of monsters single-handedly is the work of no ordinary warrior. If I might ask, what bringeth thee to the forest alone, stranger? Journeyest thou somewhere? Zounds, thou art of the line of mighty Erdrick? A hero of legend, hence thy prowess with a blade. And a voice heard in a dream did truly tell thee to make for Tangito? Nonsense! Such talk is the stuff of fairy tales. Hold thy tongue! Thou addressest our deliverer. Stranger, we are guardsmen of the king of that very realm. Allow us to escort thee hence. 'Tis the very least we can do. Music is so good. Man, it's so good. Behold, yonder lieth fair Tangidal. And beyond it, that accursed isle, upon which standeth the dwelling place of that foul demon who did appear as if from nowhere to lead the fiends against us. We all wanted beachfront property, apparently. The Dragon Lord. I don't know if I'm a fan of the drawings, the line art stuff, but we'll let it see if it grows on me. Oh, it looks like they combined Tangidal and Breckenry, it looks like, because they used to be two separate ones. We shall go ahead and inform the king of thy coming. His esteemed majesty Lorik the 16th will surely grant an audience to one such as thee. Truly, Captain, we have only this man's word that he is indeed a scion of the legendary hero. The veracity of that claim is neither here nor there. That we were delivered from marauding fiends by his courage and strength of arms is enough. Tangidal, nay, our entire world, hath need of such warriors as he. Ah, but forgive me, stranger. I have not yet asked of thee thy name. To whom shall I inform his majesty that we owe our lives?
Well met, traveller. It seemeth thou art a warrior of great skill. We have long awaited the coming of one such as thee. The captain did relate to me the tale of how thou didst best a whole horde of fiends single-handedly, and did thereby deliver he and his comrades from peril. And not only this, but thou art of the bloodline of mighty Erdrick. Is this true?
Then thou knowest, of course, the legend of thine ancestors' deeds.
Yes.
But of course thou dost. Even babes in arms know the tale by heart. In days of yore, thy revered ancestor did receive of the almighty goddess the sphere of light, and by its power was our world rid of the monstrous menace that beset it. Yet the tales make no mention of any of the hero's bloodline having survived to the present day. Thou truly believest it to be so? That thou art of the line of Erdrick?
Sure.
Praise be! These are glad tidings indeed. But possessest thou proof, perhaps, of this claim? Or are we to believe it based solely on a voice heard in a dream? Thou plainly wearest thy heart on thy sleeve, young man. 'Tis an endearing trait indeed. Mine own line is one intimately entwined with that of the hero of legend. And according to the tales passed down among us, the hero who laid low the lord of the underworld was also guided by a voice heard in dreams.
Majesty, please. It will not do to share the secrets of the royal line so freely.
Calm thyself. Though we lack for proof, I would place my faith in this youngster nonetheless. Better that than lose all hope for the salvation of our benighted realm.
Yes, Majesty.
Now, young hero, thou too wouldst know the truth of thy bloodline, wouldst thou not? Then hie thee to the cave that doth bear thine ancestors' title, and to the Shrine of Rain. Return to me with what thou findest there. This shall be thy reward for aiding my guardsmen. Go forth, brave hero, and may the goddess guide thee.
And 20 gold coins and some useful items. Usually they would have chests strewn around, but okay. Give Y a press for the main menu. At any time during a conversation or immediately after it's ended, you can commit what you heard to memory by pressing the menu icon. Anything you've chosen to keep in mind can be revisited by selecting recall in the main menu. Okay. So first of all, okay, that's system settings, battle speed, target enemy vulnerables will indicate action selection. Automatically move the cursor to the character's last selected command during battle. Yeah, I'll do that. Let's make it a little bit brighter for you guys. Audio. Autoplay cutscenes. We'll turn that off just because. Treasure chest locations. Choose whether or not to display treasure chests on the map. Secret spots on the map. No, I guess I'll leave those off for right now. Recover HP and MP when leveling up. Yes. You did. In the original game, didn't you recover HP when you leveled up? I think so. I don't think it restored MP. But I think it restored HP. Invincibility. Oh, I see. If you're on Draki, okay. Text display speed, ultra fast running. Yeah, we'll hold because I'm on controller. Alter confirm button. No, okay. Shortcut commands. Status. Handy heal all. It's got the heal all, the handy heal all and stuff too, which is good. Equipment. Oh, so they already gave me leather stuff. So a copper sword and leather stuff. Huh. Because the original game you didn't have anything to start out with. So alright, that's interesting. Abilities. Cattle prod. A strike that can deal heavy damage to beast family monsters. Cop out. Potentially deflects enemy attacks onto an enemy. Alright. Spells. No spells yet. Items. We got a Chimera Wing and a medicinal herb. They already gave me 3 medicinal herbs and a Chimera. Wow. They actually give you stuff to start out with. That's interesting. Hey, Premier. You didn't miss anything. We're just starting. Just starting. I have the world map. Okay, interesting. So, zoom out. Cool. That looks about right. They have made it looks like some changes down here, especially like this desert is a maze now instead of just a desert like it was before. That's kind of interesting. Oh, well, no, there's the desert there. Yeah. I guess this is about the same as it was over here. Yeah. You like the layout of this so far? Yeah, and the music is fantastic, and just like, yeah, we're literally just starting. We just talked to King Lorik. Here. I think it's B to run, right? Yeah. Cool. Alright, let's just take a quick look around. His Majesty is a man too trusting by half to place his faith in one of whom he knoweth so little is... Oh, well, thanks for the vote of confidence. When thou hast accrued sufficient funds, then thou wouldst be well advised to purchase better weapons and armor. Thus armed, thou might contend with more powerful foes, and through besting them grow still stronger. Great, thanks for telling me how to play the game, dude. How about this lady? In Tangentals shalt thou find establishments offering goods that shall surely serve thee well upon the battlefield. Pray, array thyself with weapons and armor befitting of one setting out upon such a quest as thine. And shouldest thou find thyself injured, pray return here to the town and rest at the inn, there to heal thy wounds. Okay. Oh, there's a downstairs? What's the downstairs? Oh, I guess they put like a balcony up there or something? I'm really curious. Is there like a balcony over here? Oh, come on. Usually there would be two... things there. Oh, this is pretty cool. They got like a little rooftop thing on there now. Very cool. Got a lot going on up here. The waves of evil that emanate from that accursed isle grow greater with each passing day, which signifieth but one thing: the Dragon Lord's power too groweth greater. Well, so the original game... Oh, I got a Seed of Magic. Okay. And medicinal herb. Alright. So, Dragon Warrior 1 / Dragon Quest 1, this is... They did the Old English stuff. At least in the North American translation. They did all the Old English stuff. So I'm cool with it because having played the original game, I think it's perfect that they did that. I know that there's been a lot of comments about it on Steam and stuff, that people don't really like it, or they would rather have an option to use Old English versus like modern English. But I'm actually okay with it because it's in the spirit of the original game. And Dragon Quest 2, if I remember correctly, Dragon Quest 2 still had some of the Old English, but it didn't have quite as much. Like, it didn't lean into it quite as hard. That being said, they're leaning into it much harder here than the original game did. I mean, the original game had thus, thy, and thou, and all that stuff, but it didn't really have like shouldest and wouldest. I mean, it did have wouldest, but it didn't have like some of those things. Like, they're really leaning into it a little bit more here, but there's more dialogue in this game already than there was in the original. So, in the days of yore, lo, to the fair city of Tangedal was a veritable fairground, wherein the merrymakers of the world did play. And yet now we are beset on all sides by foul fiends, and the golden days are no more. Ah, sweet memory. Alright, is the magic guy over here that just refills your magic stuff? Aha! Yes, he is. When dark doth spread across the land, light shall return by Erdric's hand. Almighty Goddess, may thy light shine upon brave men's quest. Cool. Oh, he does both HP and MP now. Okay. The original game he just did MP. Cool. And he got 17 gold coins. Stole your money, dude. Oh, Princess Quaylen. Yeah, that's right. Quaylen's kidnapped day. Got a nice bathtub here and everything. Man, this guy's all set. Just need to get used to it. Yeah, it's one of those things. It's one of those things. You know, it's not here nor there. You either like it or you really hate it. You know. Apply the trade of the traveling merchant. Lo, countless of our brotherhood are fallen at the hands of roaming beasts of late. Full many friends have I lost. Merely to speak of them bringeth tears to mine eyes. All kinds of pots around here. Didst thou hear the rumors? No. They speak of a town laid to ruin by marauding monsters. I must confess to being somewhat afraid. Ah, yes. Town that we're going to need to go to. A seed of agility. Ooh. Alright, like, give me all the stuff. I will take it. Now, they have changed a lot of stuff, like the original Dragon Quest didn't have, well, they didn't have seeds of agility and all that stuff. You had to level up to get any kind of boost of your stats. I think the seeds were introduced in Dragon Quest II. So they have kind of ported that over to this one. So there's that. The monster overpowered on this version? I don't know. I don't know. From what I've seen from people playing, this game seems a little bit easier than the original game was. So I've set it to maximum difficulty for now, just to see what it's like. And then I might switch it back down depending on how I feel about it. The other difference here, though, is that in the original game, you were only fought one-on-one with monsters. This one, in 2, you fought against a group of monsters. This one, they've just made it so that you always fight a group of well, you can always. There's a possibility of always fighting a group of monsters, even though you're only a single. You don't have a party in this one, whereas in 2 you do have a party. So running. Okay, talking about running. Okay. Thou art of the bloodline of the mighty Erdrick, thou sayest? Hast thou proof? No. If thou art truly descended from Erdrick, thou must needs bear proof of thy birthright. Yes, I'm aware. I gotta get Erdrick's token, which should be in his grave. Mem peers inside the barrel. He has 16 gold coins. God, 'tis naught but one funeral of a comrade slain by friends after another of late. Will the dogs never cease their villainy? And just kind of walk on their grave here a little bit. Knowest thou where the grave of mighty Erdrick is to be found, friend? No. It lieth deep within a cave north of here, or so I am led to understand, a cave fittingly named Erdrick's Hollow. If those who told me of it spake true, that is. Okay. Door is locked. Alright, so Erdrick's Cave, or Erdrick's Hollow, is still here. And they've brought in the same thing from newer ones where you save at the church. Pray shouldest thou find thyself poisoned or cursed, hie thee to a church with all haste. Untreated, such ailments may result in death. Poison may also, of course, be treated with an antidotal herb, shouldest thou have one to hand. Let's save. Just because we can. Man, it's so good to hear, like, the updated music and everything. Brings back so many memories. Oh, benevolent goddess, pray, deliver unto us once more a hero of mighty Erdric's brawn and bravery. We'll go upstairs. Trust not the fellow over yonder. He is a blackguard and a swindler. I should hope, friend, that thou knowest to judge a fellow not on appearance alone. Aye, for even a man who sporteth naught but a pair of fabulous underpants may nonetheless be the finest and most trustworthy fellow thou ever didst meet. I can interact with this. Door's locked, okay. I assume I'll need the thief's key to interact with that in order to get in there. Which we won't get for a little while. Alright. Is there a way to get to the... No. Is there a way to get to the map? Shortcut commands. You assign items, spells, and abilities you use often to easy access shortcut commands. Simply press RB while on the go to bring up the shortcut commands menu. You'll issue commands. Commands can be registered by selecting. Okay. Alright, so... Yeah, let's do the world map to there. So I go... Okay, that's better. There was not a world map in the original game, so you know, they make you go through a couple extra steps. There wasn't one even in 2 either, so let's see why they're doing that. North of town standeth a signpost. Venture thee northwestward from it, and thou wilt come upon Galenholm soon enough. Journey eastward, and thou wilt reach a small church. The roads grow ever more fraught with fiends. Take care, and shouldest thou require the services of said church, do not hesitate to avail thyself of them. So they have some of the names are the same as what they translate in Dragon Warrior, and some aren't. So Galenholm was, I think, Galenheim or something like that in the original. Shops. Equipment, yes, I'm aware. Okay. Interesting. I would be the person who would add a map until the game complete. Yeah, exactly. Alright, what's your prices? 153 gold. So out of curiosity, Iron Lance is 37 attack. Divine Dagger's 30. Copper Sword is 29. Oaken Club is less. So the higher price, the better it is, just like the original game. Leather Shield is 120. We already have one. Hardwood Headwear. Huh. Which is actually better than the leather hat. We have leather armor. Suit, plain clothes. Okay. Okay, just making sure I know where we stand. Alright, I think it's time we go out and start grinding. It is a JRPG after all. Wait, is there anything here? Since the appearance of the Dragon Lord, even the crops fail to grow as they once did. Is this too the power of the darkness made unmanifest? Maybe. When I grow up, I shall be a hero. Or perhaps a sage. That too would be most marvelous. And a good deal safer, I do not doubt. Yeah, you go sling those, mage spells. Alright, nothing back there. Is there a door here? There is. Though we may not seem surpassing noble, ours is a line that can trace its origins back beyond the time of the mighty Erdrick. Alas, if the Dragon Lord is not defeated, our future may be a good deal shorter than our past. Speaking of, I am the hero of this game. Do you have stuff to... something right there. You have loot that I can loot? Surely you do. No, nothing, no loot. Oop. No loot. Oh, oh, hang on. Mem peers into the mirror. He's pleasantly surprised to see a ruggedly handsome face staring back. Oh, okay. Thanks, game. My family possesses the most magnificent of heirlooms, a bucket once used by the very hero of legend himself. Aye, 'tis true, my grandmother did relate to me the tale, and her grandmother to her. So, you have... Your claim to fame is that you have Erdrick's toilet? Yeah, you know what? You do you. Put your 3 gold coins in that pot. Hast thou espied the great fortress shrouded in mist over yonder? Yep, there is the Dragon Lord's keep. 'Tis the lair of the Dragon Lord himself. Oh, I tremble merely to look upon it. There's a shop over that side? Oh, here's the inn. Hey, Outlaw, welcome on in. How you doing? How you feeling? How to heal, stay in line in. Yes, I got that. Alright. Then opens the treasure chest. Yeah, because I pre-ordered, I get this trouble-free travel kit, which has a bunch of stuff in it, and I'm gonna do it. Alright, let's see what that gave me here. Elevating shoes. Footwear that enhances experience with every single step. Oh, really? Oh, it's a lucky ring. Okay. I thought it was I thought it was an experience ring, but no, it's a lucky ring. Alright, well that works. I'll take it. Good day today, and welcome to the Rainbow's End Bank. Oh, okay, this is the bank, which is good to have, because ordinarily, if you die, you lose half your gold. So the game, the original I think one didn't have a bank, but I think two had a bank where you could put your money in there so that when you die you wouldn't lose quite as much. You still lose half, but it's good they added that to one. Start your new meds last night. You're hoping for the best. Take another tonight. Okay, well that's good. I mean, that's a good thing. Hopefully it starts to kick in and work for you. ENIX. I'm feeling good. I didn't stream last night because my legs were bothering me. Every so often they just kind of bother me. Even though I'm doing my normal like standing up and sitting down and all that stuff during the day to try to keep moving. They were just every so often they just bother me. And I was just sitting here and it was like, and it's not my legs themselves, it's my knees that were kind of like just sore. Because it's like the compression socks sort of they keep my legs from swelling, but they sort of push the swelling up your leg a little bit. So it's like you sort of swell around your kneecap a little bit. And sometimes that gets really sore, and it's just like, ugh. And I was like, well, I could probably do the whole stream standing. I'll just turn the camera off because I'm so tall that you would only see like part of my face. But I was like, you know what? Let's just take a break, and so that's what I did. Yeah. Beware the poisonous marshes, friend. Shouldst thou attempt to cross them when thou art not in full good health, misery and death shall be thy sole reward. Thanks, old man. Alright. And this guy's just the innkeeper, right? Cool. So then we have the shop over here, hopefully. Why, no, silly man, I am not the Princess Gwaelin. Though if thou wishest me to accompany thee, I shall, for thou art fair indeed. Damn. No, I really don't want you to accompany me anywhere. Antidote herb. I assume she's gonna not follow me out of the town. Tell no one, but it seemeth that a great treasure of the royal line hath been stolen by fiends. Truly our world goeth ever more swiftly to wreck and ruin. So this should be the herb dealer? Jesus. Okay, that's a that's a really short entry and exit. Yes. And bamboo pole. Pot lid. Holy water, musk, chimera wing. Medicinal herbs. Okay, cool. So this is, so they don't have Breckenry anymore. Because it used to be you'd have Tangential Castle, then right next to it was Breckenry. So I guess now they've just combined them, which is what they did in 2. They just combined like the castle town and the castle itself into one. So alright, let's see. You, sir. Though we build the walls ever higher, I feel they still would not stand the assault of dragons, should such choose to attack us, let alone the dread Dragon Lord himself. Alright. 49 gold. Medicinal herb. I should probably take these seeds here. Increase agility a little. We got 4 agility seeds, strength seeds, seed of life. Yeah, let's do that. Use. I went up by 1. Great. 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3. Okay, we got some good rolls there. Defense. 2, 3, 3. All right. Seed of Life. 3, 2, 2. All right. Seed of Magic. 3, 2, 3, 2. All right. We buffed our stats a little bit. And actually, I might as well make use of this inn since we're here. 12 gold per night, huh? Excellent. A night to remember. What was that? What was that achievement? Awarded for staying in an inn with a companion. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Okay, game. You're not... Dragon Quest 1, you don't have companions. So that's pretty funny that they made that an achievement. That's pretty funny. I assume she's going to leave my side when we try to go out here, right? Making sense of maps. If you feel a bit lost, press X to take... Oh, X could take you to do the map. Oh, well, that I don't need that on the fast thing then. Traveler's tips curate a collection of useful information we found in the miscellaneous menu, blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's good. So X, the quest begins, we got. Alright, X is a lot easier than everything else. Yes, they did combine Tangential and Breckenry there. Alright, now the grind begins, friends. Ooh, sparkly spot. Slimes, of course. Music is so good. Level 2. All right. Very nice. Medicinal herb, seed of stamina. Okay. And stamina went up by 3. Nice. Music is good. I've never played these before. I think they're on Game Pass. Yeah, so this, if you get a chance, look online. Oh, I just realized, like, my gray shirt is is getting blown out by the green. Look online for the original NES chip tunes for Dragon Warrior, because this is, even though this is Dragon Quest, it was Dragon Warrior in the US. Listen to those, and then listen to these remastered things. It's just absolutely beautiful. Like, absolutely wonderful. Like, I like me some chiptune stuff, but the way they took this and made it, orchestrate it, is just fantastic. Especially the battle music. Like, you got the world music, and you got the battle music, and it's fantastic how they've done it. There's level 3 already. And we learned heal. Nice. It's tactics. Follow orders. Oh, I see. Okay. Fight. Enclosed Oaken Club and 18 gold. Let's see, there's the thing there. So, the signposts. There we go. Level 4. And we got Sizz. Alright. So where's Erdrick's thing at here? We got Butterfly. Alright, where are we at? Oh, we're only right there. Okay. Yeah, he's way up there. For some reason, I thought we were a lot further away. So the world is a lot bigger. Just a lot bigger. Okay. That's good to know. So standing in one, so going back and forth in one area is not necessary then. We can move good distances. Erdrick's Hollow is at Wayfarer's Chapel in Galenholm. Alright. Level 5. Nice. Chimera Wing, 7 gold. Wayfarer's Clothes. Go. Alright. Rat Skull. Oh, he's calling for reinforcements. Alright. More experience from him anyway. Staying on top of statuses. All kinds of icons can pop up next to a character's names in battle, which symbolize temporary changes to their attributes. Give the buffs and debuffs entries a gander if you fancy learning more. Accessing items in battle, you can store all kinds of objects in your seemingly bottomless bags. That said, you won't be able to rummage through an item or equipment bags while in a fight, no matter how neatly you pack. In short, if you think you'll need to call on something in battle, keep it on your person. Okay. What is going on here? Phew! At last we arrive at Erdrick's Hollow. 'Twas no easy feat to reach it. Our onward journey will be a little easier, I fear. The hero's grave lieth in the cavern's deepest reaches, or so the legends tell. Let us forget this folly and return homeward. We barely made it thus far in one piece. Do we really mean to dive headlong into further danger? Come, friends. Now is not the time to lose heart. Together there is no hardship we might not overcome. Aye, gird up thy loins. Here's where our adventure truly begins. Thou art a warrior, it seemeth. Seekest thou, too, the grave of the hero of legend? Yes. Just as I thought. When once again the fiends appear to hero's tomb, retire, therein the hero's power for thine own self to acquire. Thou wert led here by the old adage, wert thou not? Wert thou not? As were we. Which maketh us rivals. This being so, allow me to proffer a piece of advice. Look out behind thee. Quickly! We must not allow him to reach the grave before us. Must we really resort to such underhanded means? How else is our esteemed rival to learn that a true hero must learn to see through such simple ruses? Come. Great. Special scrolls. Enhanced parchments adorned with wisdom that allow their readers to learn new spells and abilities. However, reader be warned, one can read them only once before they crumble into dust. $56 gold. How are we looking here? Okay. Oop, we got some babbles. Spells. Sizz on the bubble slime. Nice. Oh, I forgot that it does the... I had it set to do the thing that I originally did last time around. I didn't need to do that on the slime. That's alright, we replenished our MP here. Snooze and Flame Slash. Alright. That's a leather shield. Don't I already have a leather shield? Yes, I do. Okay. Ghost is defeated. Alright. Dragon Scale. Equipment. Dragon Scale gives me a little bit more defense. The dark, it frightened me so. What would I not give to be safely home? Yeah, well. Brought that on yourself. Boom, 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 boom. Let's see. Spells, sizz. Next time, watch a movie. Right, exactly. 314 gold. Frightened? Me? Nonsense. I'm merely resting. Yeah. Well, you're going to be resting forever if you don't take on these enemies. Anything down here? Oh. Thou scarest me not, slime. Have at thee. The slime is sleeping. Blah, 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 blah. Hmm? Oh, sorry. Just like me to goo and fall asleep with my eyes wide open. I'm not a bad slime, really. I just like a midday snooze now and again. Yep. Magic water. Medicinal herbs. 3 gold. Oh, and a mini medal. Okay, they put mini medals in this game. Shiny trinkets known as mini medals. These can be traded for all kinds of wonderful prizes with certain someone who's maximally mad about amassing mini medals. Yep. Got it. The lunatics are defeated. And there's level 7. Alright. Our luck is gone up quite a bit. Chimera wing. Okay. What is this? Oh, spirits. I critted that spirit into nothingness again. Alright. Here's Erdrick's token. Boom, 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 boom. It's an ancient-looking gravestone. The inscription is faint, but Mem can just about make it out. I am Erdrick. Heed me well, bearer of my blood, heir to my destiny. If you would reach the evil island visible from Tangentle's shore, you will require the 3 sacred artifacts. Gather them, and you may yet cross that accursed isle and destroy the source of all evil, as I too did so long ago. Before my passing, I entrusted the 3 objects to 3 great sages. But the fates have been kind, their descendants guard them still. When evil rules the ill-starred isle once more, gather the hallowed triad and strike a blow for the cause of light. No doubt those of the line of the sages await you somewhere in this world. Seek them out. The journey before you is a perilous one indeed. To that end, let me impart to you my greatest secrets. Halt! Thou shalt not claim the hero's power. 'Twill be ours and no others. Seriously, dude? At last, we have found it, mighty Erdrick's grave, and on it his very own words. Let us see. Though the darkness grows strong, the light is ever stronger. Take courage in it, and go forth. For this is the hero's greatest power, unwavering courage in the face of seemingly insurmountable hardship. Courage? That is all it saith. Come, there must be more. The location of a mighty sword, or the secret of the legendary magic. There is not. Curse it all! So the ancient adage was naught but a lie. Perhaps not. After all, what enabled us to prevail thus far, if not courage? Well, courage and just a little underhandedness. Forgive us. In our desperation for the hero's power, we did not comport ourselves as we perhaps should have done. Please understand, 'tis the desire for vengeance that drive us so. Our village was... The fiends attacked and... Precious little now remaineth. Yeah, I forget the name of this village, but I know what they're talking about. Yet as I feared, 'tis not the place of the likes of us to claim the might of heroes. Come, let us return home. But if the fiends are not stopped, their evil will engulf the world. Surely someone must stand against them as mighty Erdrick once did. Alright, well, I mean, are you going to give me Erdrick's token? Because I kind of need that. Mem looks more closely at the gravestone. Part of it is covered in moss. He brushes away the moss and finds a further inscription. Blood of my blood, child of my children, seek out the sphere of light, by whose power the darkness might be banished and the fiends repelled. I have entrusted it to the care of the king of Tentadol. Join forces with whomever of his line now sits upon the throne and see that its blessing is brought to bear. For if it is lost, the world will be plunged into darkness once more. Treasure it, for it shall be your salvation. Okay, well, I guess I'm not going to get Erdrick's token here. Huh. Or wait, Erdrick's token was... Maybe I'm misremembering. Erdrick's token was in the swamp, right? His armor is in the ruined city, which I keep forgetting the name of. And his sword... His sword, I think, is in the Dragon Lord's castle. No. I forget where his sword is. We'll have to find out. Oh, alright. Get rid of them. Drops a treasure chest. Antidote herb. Okay. Do I have, spells, abilities? Okay. I think there's a ability at some point that's like knows for, treasure that tells you how many treasures are left in an area. But I guess I either don't have that yet, or I don't know if it's in this game or not. Oops, I forgot that I have the do what you originally did. I gotta remember I turned that on. I turned on the thing in the options that would replay the last move you did. And I keep forgetting. But all I want to, well, for these guys I want to do that. But for like the one-offs, I don't need to do that. There's level 8. Zap and Peep. I guess Peep tells me appraisal of items and reveals the nature of treasure chest contents. Okay. Oh, damn it. I keep forgetting. I keep forgetting. Those were just slimes. Sizz is like more than enough. It's like overkill for slimes. Divine Dagger. That was better than the Copper Sword, wasn't it? Which is crazy to think. It's one better. All right, I guess we're putting that. On. It's especially effective against the undead. Oh, okay. Wow, I missed. There we go. Dazzle me not. They had a treasure chest. So my luck score is just causing me to get all these extra drops, which is quite awesome. Sandstorm scroll. Guessing that's probably everything, but I'm going to come around this way again. Yeah, that's pretty much everything down here, I think. Alright, well that's Erdrick's grave done anyway. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, we'll go to Garenholm first. Then we'll head back to Tangedal. Try and see if I see any sparkles. Where are we at? Yeah, it's up there. Wait, there's a patch of ground down there I'm curious about. Oh, here's some sparkles. 2 antidote herbs and a seed of agility. Three points we got on our agility. There's level 9. Okay. Our luck is 119. Side Inn is down there. Okay. Here's some sparkles. Vials of holy water. Okay. And some gold. Alright, we got a toxic toad. Good, we're still one-shotting things. It's fine, you can keep bringing more in, I'll just get more XP for it. Got a cloud. Oh, which I missed. Go. Okay, and oh, we got another spot here. Got a turban and lots of gold. Right. Up here. They're casting Dazzle, but I'm not affected. That's good. That's really good. Wow, he did not die to that fizzle. Okay. Or sizzle, whatever. This was Garenham, that's what it was. Not so Galenholm is what they're calling here, but this was Garenham, I believe. In Dragon Warrior. Yeah, you know what? I'll save. Yes. I will continue my adventure. Thou art come from Tangidal? Then surely thou didst spy a cavernous shrine on thy journey here. 'Tis said 'twas built to honor the name of the mighty hero Erdrick. Wandering merchants do tell that the armor of mighty Erdrick surviveth to this day somewhere on the land. Ah, would that I might see it but once before I go to me grave. In my traveling days oft did I lay my head at the inn of fair Dandara in the south. Indeed, kind indeed was the proprietor. I wonder if he proprietoreth still. Wouldst thou hear a song perhaps, good sir? Very good. My thanks. Shouldst thou not have guessed, I model my works on those of Galen, Bard of Legend. So, that tune that he just played was the song that you would get in the first game when you put on a cursed item. You would get that, like, if you put the cursed belt on or something like that, that would be the little overture that you would get. So, that's a bit unsettling. What do we have? 1,306 gold. The steel broadsword is 1,700. That goes to 70. Not far away from that. Scale shield. Bronze shield is really good too. 680. I think I'll hold on until we get 1700 for the broadsword. Anything here I can see? Oh, interact. 122 gold. Em looks at the bookshelves. Look at that. It's a safe passage scroll. Okay. Long ago, when the great bard Galen did at last bring his wanderings to an end, 'twas here that he did settle, and 'twas here that he did build himself a home. And in time, the town which sprang up around his dwelling came to be known as Galenholm. Okay. I assume the safe passage scroll is the same as Fairy Water from the original, but I have no idea. Alright. Because they do have, like, holy water in here, which should work that way as well, so I don't know. I did chance to espy the culprits. What culprits, thou askest? Why, the foul fiends that did bear off the Princess Gwelyn. Eastward did they fly, ever eastward. Is there none in this realm with courage enough to go to her rescue? Yes. There is? Then I bid thee, bear word to this brave soul, whosoever it may be. Tell them that the princess was taken to the east. Fighting fiends is all about selecting the tool most apt for the job at hand. When surrounded by a horde of foes, whips and boomerangs are the order of the day. When a single foe requireth smiting with all one's might, then a sword or other weapon capable of inflicting heavy damage is called for. 'Tis as with fish, whereby the right line and bait must be selected in order to land one's desired catch. Oh, there's a mini medal. It's 2 mini medals now. This is tool shot. In this world exists miraculous writings that, though one do no more than read them, one might nonetheless grow able to use certain spells and secret techniques. Even heard tell that such items are to be found in the last resting place of Galen himself. Though I would not seek them out if I were you, that place swarmeth with bloodthirsty fiends. Nothing down there. So what do you have? Slime earrings. What the hell do slime earrings do? Provide a boost to the wearer's defensive prowess. 58 to 63. Unsealant. Allows those who've had their spells sealed away to cast for... Ah, I see. Okay. Right. So is Garen's grave still back behind a false wall here, I wonder? Door is locked. Oh, I need a key for that door? Isn't there usually a key seller in this? No, the key, but that was a magic key seller. I thought there was a... No, I guess there isn't. Wait, how do I get to this other one? Oh, this is the inn. Suit of leather armor. Pair of boxer shorts. Oh, wait. That guy in the prison talked about boxer shorts. I wonder if I have to... I wonder if that's his boxer shorts that he wanted. I mean, I'm heading back there anyway, so I guess... Let's see. Back the truck up, say again? Yeah, no, I just obtained a pair of boxer shorts. One can find all manner of pretty stones and shells here, should one look hard enough. Can one eat the small crabs, I wonder? I fancy they might be a trifle crunchy. Seed of Wisdom. 66 gold. Meow. The cat is staring intently at the fish in the baskets. Yeah, I would imagine he is. Okay, interesting. So I need a key for that door. Huh. Alright, well we can... I don't have a, abilities... No, I don't have a, well, recall. Oh no, recall is something else. That's what the prisoner talked to me about. Okay. I mean, I can use a... I'm not going to waste a wing of Chimera wing to go back there right now. But at some point, they usually give you a spell to zoom around. But right now, we can use the experience going back to the castle the long way. Actually, let's go around this horn here because I didn't see what was over there. Plus, I need some gold. Oh, there's level 10. Fizzle and Dodgy Dance. We got... Right. They're starting to run from us now. Okay. We've hit that level where the enemies are starting to run. Oh, here's some sparklies. Bamboo pole and plain clothes and a leather hat. There we go. At least everybody's dropping some gold for me. Oh, here we go. 2 antidote herbs there. Ooh, a wizard finally, eh? Or a prestidigitator, I should say. That lightning might have been a little bit of overkill. I probably could take him on with just an attack. really nice is if I got a metal slime. That would be really, really swell. Assuming I could actually hit it. But I think we're most likely too far north to get metal slimes right now. These are going to be further south. South and east. Ooh, there's some sparklies. Seed of defense and a medicinal herb. Seed of wisdom. 1 point, great. Seed of defense. Another 1 pointer. Ugh. Bad rolls. Bad rolls. Okay, yeah. So you just one attack. It's still good on him. Okay. Where are we at? So we don't want to go across the... Well, we do have to go across there for that, but don't necessarily want to go there yet until I get some better equipment. That swamp down there, though, is where we'll likely find Erdrick's token. The question is, will they have put it in the same spot? And furthermore, will I know what that spot is, because it's not tile based anymore. I'm also assuming that they're going to, it exists in the world right now and they're not requiring me to do a quest to make it exist. There you go. Leather suit, leather shield. I caught them unaware. Alright. Drops of treasure chests. Magic water. Okay. Another file of water, holy water from that ghost. Ghost dropped. What is this? Oh, Wayfarer's Chapel. Okay. Welcome to our inn, weary traveler. No, I don't need a room. We almost have 1,700 gold, though. West of Cole standeth a tower known as the Shrine of Rain. Who built it, and with what purpose in mind, I know not, but 'tis said that it hath stood since the time of Erdrick, hero of legend. Pouch of Musk. Okay. Seed of Stamina. Alright. 83 gold coins. We got a chapel here. This is a red door I can't get through, right? We need keys desperately. Let's save. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Hit the wrong button. Pop back in there again. Oh wait, did I? I think I continued from the autosave, which I don't think was the one I wanted to do. Yeah. Alright, that's fine. We didn't do that much in here anyway. Just make sure this is still saved. Oh, I have 1,700 gold now. Okay. That's good. Where are we at? Okay, we're right by there. Right by that bridge. Go. Surprised the Drakis are still taking me on. Like, at this point they should be running away, I would imagine. Ghoul. There we go. Oop. Bigger enemies. Okay. So the problem here is we're going to take damage, and I don't know exactly where it's going to be. Normally you would have to use Gwaelin's locket to figure it out. I'm wondering how much this is going to hurt. 79. 75. So can I... The thing is, I don't know if it's going to show up as an interact or not. Oh. Okay. Drops a treasure chest. Medicinal herb. Okay. I thought I had stumbled onto something. Okay. Go. There's level 11. Another medicinal herb. Well, we're all healed up from that level up. Oh, here's something. Divine dagger. Not what I'm looking for. So I'm guessing then they won't let you find it unless you have the appropriate item now. Or they've completely changed the location of it. Which is entirely possible. Unless I... Wait. Do I just have the wrong... Oh, duh. No, I have the wrong... See, I've done this before, and yeah, I have the wrong swamp. It's not this one, it's this one down here. Because it's right around where the midpoint is right there. In the map. Where it curves upwards. And there's like the narrow passage there. It's near, sort of kind of near there. Okay, yeah. So I'm way off. We could make our way up there to where we have to go. I assume there's a cave or something here. Getting up there. Because it looks impassable from this side. Yeah, see now the Drakkies are running away. Okay. What's this here? Forgotten Ruins. This is something new. Oh, there's a mini medal. Speak. Oh, to the cat. Who's this? La la la, fold a roll. And the dying sun, the gloaming's glow, long lost, the home I once did know. And thou art? Mem, an admirer of my work, perhaps? Sure. Oh ho ho! And thou hast pursued me all the way here. Thou art tenacious indeed, and plainly a fellow obsessed. I am, of course, Zalen, descendant of Galen, he of the golden voice, the storied bard of legend. But I mean not to rest on the laurels of mine ancestor. Virtuoso though he was, I mean to strike out on my own, to seek out new veins of song as yet unmined. Though the climb I face is an uphill one, 'tis said that all Elefgard did shed a tear at the beauty of my forebear's fabled voice. Can such tales truly be based in fact? Perhaps. Can such feats be bothered, be bettered? Only time will tell. Ha ha ha! Alas, I find myself somewhat uninspired of late. Though I once reveled in a rebellion, subverting that for which Galen was so well loved, I tread that path no longer. I seek inspiration instead in the opposite, in following in his footsteps, and those of mighty Erdrick, with whom he was so famously firm friends. And in the course of said following, I have heard quite the rumor. It seemeth that there is a place somewhere in Elefgard deeply connected to the hero of old, inextricably and deeply tied to Erdrick's legend. And so I journey in search of it. Alas, I am no closer to finding it than I was when I first set out. That thou art come here to this place doth surely signify that thou art a man well travelled, good man. Shouldst thou happen across such a place on thy travels, pray inform me of it. My wanderings, too, take me hither and yon. Our paths will surely cross again. Until then, friend, adieu. Anything else around here? Oh, there's some gravestones there. I don't think I can get to them, though. Well, maybe I can. No. No, they're up on a mountain that you can't get to. Oh, seed of strength in that pot back there. Oh, is that it? Just the seed of strength then? Nothing else to interact with? Huh, interesting. Alright. Seed of stamina. Stamina goes up by 1. Great. Strength by 3. Alright, well we got a good roll there at least. Seed of wisdom, seed of luck. Go. We did a good job. Yes, it is very, very pretty. And the thing is, too, like Dragon Warrior 1 was like one of the first JRPGs like ever like brought over to the West on the NES. So it, compared to Dragon Warrior 2 or Dragon Quest 2, it's very, very basic. And they've added like NPCs and stuff that weren't in there before. They've added some stuff which is nice. Dragon Quest 2 is where things really start to shine more, because you have much more story and you have much more of an open world. It's not like a lone journey. You got a lot more stuff to go around and do. So this is, as beautiful as this is, you know, I can imagine a lot of people who've never played a game before are probably like, I don't get it. It's so, there's not a whole lot to do. It's so linear. But like, that's how the game was, you know? And they're trying to keep to that. So how does one get past these mountains? That is my question right now. Okay. Okay. We're still moving along here, getting experience in gold. And I wonder if into... they did the day-night cycle. Wait, was the day-night cycle in 2 or was that in 3? When they first introduced that. I don't remember if it was Dragon Quest 2 or Dragon Quest 3 where they first introduced day-night cycles, where monsters at nighttime were harder than the ones at daytime. And then also a lot of towns you would have to go to at nighttime to do certain things. I think that was 3 that did that. Maybe. Oh, here we go. Secret spots. The world is full of secret little areas just waiting for someone to discover them. These often look a little bit different to their surroundings, so be sure to keep an eye out for them on your travels. Stumble upon such a spot, you might find a stash of items or gold coins. If you're lucky, you might find something altogether more special than either of those. Knowest thou the way to Rimildar? No. Then allow me to enlighten thee. Cross the southerly bridge and follow the coast eastwards. Ere long thou wilt reach a cave surrounded by swampland. Make thy way through said cave, and after emerging on the other side, continue southward still. There thou wilt find the town of Rimildar. We patrolled that region too once upon a time, though all that ended when the monsters thereabouts grew too mighty for us to handle. A holy water. Notch of musk. We patrol the realm on His Majesty's orders. Whilst our duties are fraught with peril, 'tis an honor to be chosen to keep the peoples of our kingdom safe. 308 gold coins. Oh, a thorn whip. Really? Really? $69 to 71 attack. I can hit a whole bunch of barriers at once. Yes, please. Okay. Now we're talking. I got a free thorn whip. The fiends grow smarter with each passing day. They attack in large groups to gain advantage numerical. Shouldst thou plan to do battle with many a monster at once, be sure to carry a whip or boomerang on thy person. Zounds, dost thou truly travel alone? Thou must be surpassing strong, or perhaps simply stupid. Or maybe a little bit of both. Yeah, so how am I supposed to get over there? Oh, there's another bridge. Oh, there's the swamp cave. Okay, yes, I gotta go over that bridge and then come back around. Yeah. I didn't notice that. Did not notice that before. You would think, having played the Dragon Warrior 1 randomizer and stuff, you would think by now I would understand the game, but I don't. There's still a lot about the game I don't understand, even after playing and enjoying the randomizer. There's still a lot that I just forget. Go. Two Chimera wings. Make sure there's no. I don't think there's anything down there. Okay. Nice. The Thorn Whip going through groups of enemies. There's level 12. Evac and Dragon Slash. I'm guessing Evac is outside. Is the outside spell? Spells. Allows you to exit instantly from dungeons, caves, and towers. Yep, that's the outside spell. Got it. Oh, the bridge. It has a thing? Yeah. Ah. Oh, is this guy voice acted?
I
Yep.
know not who thou art, but I beg of thee, send word to Tantagel. The detachment dispatched in search of Princess Gwaelin is no more. But she was seen. The fiends did spirit her away across the swampland south of Kol. I fear I can endure no longer.
We meet again, friend.
But what is this? This man is a soldier of Tantagel.
He hath breathed his last. His wounds are truly terrible to behold.
Is this thy doing?
No, you just happened to find me here. Of course.
A message, thou sayest? The princess was taken across the swampland south of Kol?
Yep, swamp cave.
Then we must go after her with all haste. Come, what are we waiting for?
Well, she's protected by a green dragon, so you can have fun with that if you want to.
But the party sent in search of the princess was comprised of our finest soldiers. Surely we will simply meet the same fate.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, you can go wear down the green dragon if you like. That'll make it easier for me.
with thee homeward, coward. I will go to the princess's rescue, though I go entirely alone.
We cannot allow our comrades' deaths to have been in vain. We shall make for the swampland. You will remain here and see that this man is granted the burial he deserveth. Hie you thence to the castle and report on all that hath occurred here.
You need 3 guys to be on burial duty? I think maybe 1 would do it. I mean, you're going to need all you're going to need.
Friend, I would ask
Maybe 2, yeah, exactly.
News of these events will only stir discord among the people. I prithee, keep thy counsel.
Oh, prithee all you want.
I understand that His Majesty had tasked thee with learning more of the hero of legend. I wish thee luck in thy quest. Now,
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, he's dying. If a guy coughs at a JRPG, they're on death's door.
Captain, canst thou continue?
do not fret on my account. We have work to do. Come.
Seriously, you might want to take another guard with you. I'm just saying. That's pretty cool. I was not expecting a cutscene there. Well, they're going south and I'm going north. There's a copper sword, wayfarer's clothes, and some musk. Coal is north, and the Shrine of Rain is northeast. Northwest, sorry. We got, what was that, a bag of tricks? Bag of laughs. Yeah, we're gonna take this guy out first, because if I remember correctly, there was no such enemy in Dragon Warrior, but in Dragon Quest 9 and stuff, like, the bag of laughs was anything but a bag of laughs. Let's put it that way. More like a bag of pain. Yeah, this is. Oh, I am going to the Shrine of Rain, so that's where I want to go. Coal, yeah, Coal is right there, which I definitely want to stop off at Coal. We got a Dracolite now. And they've got Fizzle, which is going to make my spells not be so great. Hello, Sparkly. Crabbage. Let's do him first. To dazzle me nuts. All right. Accelerate, huh? Okay. And he stole some magic points. Got some more sparkly. Getting a lot of gold out of these guys, though. Suit of leather armor, scale shield. The scale shield might be better than what we have, because we only have a leather shield. It is better. Let's do that. Boom. 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 A corpse corporal. Oh, don't miss. There you go. We do have some seeds, though, to take, right? If I remember correctly. Item back. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, seed of wisdom. Ugh, 1 point. Seed of luck. 3 points. Good. Okay. That's something, anyway. Shrine of Rain, huh? We're gonna get encounters in here? Probably. Oh no, it's... maybe not. Begone from here. I would speak with no one. Huh? The king of Tangedal told thee of this place? Thy name is... Mem, I see. Then I cannot very well refuse thee. The royal line of that nation number among our closest allies in the preservation of the legacy of the hero of legend. It is we sages' duty to test those who would take on the hero's mantle, and, should they prove themselves worthy, pass on to them these treasures. Unto the one who returneth to us the lyre of ire, a treasure long since lost, shall I bestow the staff of rain. Thus was it decided, and thus shall it be, should that day ever come. Alas, I doubt that it will. Why, thou askest? For the forces of darkness have taken possession of the sphere of light. And as the legends have it, mighty Erdrick could not have laid low the great evil without the sphere's aid. If the fiends now possess it, there is little hope for any of us. And I cannot very well allow thee to go forth, knowing full well that thou standest not the faintest chance, and shall surely be defeated. Lo, the rain doth fall, and soon enough the sun too shall fade. Thou must needs abide here with me this night. You know what? This guy is... Oop. The goddess is speaking to us.
Can you hear me?
Or, I wonder if this is Gwaelin.
You must meet with Rubis, spirit of the land. With her protection, you might stand against the darkness. Seek out means of summoning her, of bringing her back to us. The fairies will able to help you, as well of Tantagel. Must find them.
I was going to say, this guy's a lot friendlier in this game than in the first one. In the first one, you go to him if you don't have the harp, which they're calling the liar here. He just says, buzz off, and that's it. Hmm? Thou sayest that a voice spake unto thee in thy dreams, and it bade you summon Lady Rubis? Knowest thee of her, of what manner of being she is? No. She is mother unto this realm of Aleph God, and did raise up each mountain, and give form to every leaf and stone. And this place in which thou standest is a place wherein the fairies did once offer up their worship unto her. Long ago, mighty Erdrick did stand atop this tower, and there did he receive her blessing. Thence did the hero of legend go forth and vanquish the great evil. Alas, in time the fairies did dwindle and fade, and the means of summoning Lady Rubis was lost to us. Yet it is not quite time to abandon all hope. Or should her aid be thine, thou might yet stand against evil that threateneth us, even though it wieldeth the sphere of light. I would have thee prove to me thy strength. Summon Lady Rubis, and I shall recognize thee as a true hero. Then, and only then, shall the Staff of Rain be thine. Movement in a mere moment. You can use the Zoom spell or Chimera Wing to return to any towns, castles, or dungeons you've been to before. Now, these methods of transportation will cause you to shoot up into the air, but feel free to use them indoors by all means. You'll fly right through any bothersome ceilings that would have ordinarily gotten in your way. Magic. Shortcut commands. Your story objective has been updated. So did they give me access to Zoom then? I don't think they did. At least not yet, anyway. Spells? I don't see it yet. They might be assuming I'm like a little bit higher level before I get here. This door is locked. Okay. Oh, there's a mini medal. A Chimera Wing. This place could use a little freshening up here, friend. Kind of falling down on your maintenance tasks. Anything down here, just out of curiosity? No. There's a lone chest back here. Crack scroll. Okay. That is an offensive spell, not a grant me some mind-altering drugs. So, just in case anyone was worried. Dude, we got this crack scroll. It's freaking awesome, dude. All right. Ooh. Okay. Wow, these guys are pretty resistant right now. What the hell happened? Did the world level up here or something? 'Cause I took out a Crabid without any problems before. Yeah, let's head over to coal and see what the prices for stuff is over there. What items they have for me to buy. I guess the Thorn Whip is, even though it does more damage, it's not doing... When you have a group of enemies, it's spreading the damage out a little bit, so it's not killing all the enemies straight out. Ooh. Okay. We got a scorpion in here. This is going to be a thing. Let's take out the scorpion. Okay. Alright, not too bad. Not too bad. Oh, there's level 13. Alright, 121 HP. Oh, there's Zoom. They did expect me to be at level 13 by the time I hit that shrine. I did see a sparkly over here. For gold. Oh, didn't quite get there. Plainclothes, hardwood headwear, tangle web. So it gets to 80. Turban 76. Okay. So defense to 80. Alright, sure. Put that on. Leather suit. Oh, we're wearing a leather suit, not leather armor. I thought we were wearing leather armor. Okay. Yeah, let's put the leather armor on. There's a little bit more defense. Go. So I'm thinking, so the Crabids are more resistant to the Thorn Whip, it seems like. Because even when you just go against one of them, it doesn't take nearly as much damage than it did when I was using the sword. So that's good to know. Where's coal at? It's up there. They don't like Sizz though, do they? That works. Okay. Very cool. Oop, already see a sparkly spot. We've got a save point there. I journey in search of a sword of legend. Alas, 'tis not to be found here in Cole. Though the aged smith did tell me of a rare sword to be found in the town of Cantlin. Perhaps I might journey there next. Strong sinewed arms have worked the forge here for many years and more. 'Tis a smithy of long standing. And though its latest master is perhaps not the friendliest of fellows, his creations draw customers from far and wide. Phew, so busy, busy, busy. I must do my best that my beloved husband might regain his spirits. Onward, ever onward. The price of metals groweth ever steeper, in particular these favored by the makers of arms and armor. The increase in the number of fiends hath seen a like increase in the demand for weapons. No bad thing, if thou askest me. The smithy here was recommended unto me by an acquaintance in Tangento, and thus did I come seeking the forging of a sword. In the room above I did espy a man fair bulging with sinew, yet he is surely the formidable craftsman in question. All these guys are like, hey, the dude upstairs is super buff. like, okay, that's. I would hope that he is, if he's the forging weapons all day long. 37 gold. I mean, if he had long, spindly arms, then I'd be very wary of what he's trying to sell me. If he's working the forge. Ungrateful fool of a boy, turning his back on the family forge and swanning off to become a soldier of all things. And him, the biggest coward in the village. I give thanks to the heavens for a safe return, but still. Damn. Oh, there's another mini medal. Royal Guard's father. I had thought our son to be blessed with a true gift for smithing. But no, he would ever wail and moan that this was not the life for him. Oh, the quarrels we did have. And now he is back here amongst us. I fear I shall find it hard to forgive him. Ha! Be he fiend, or be he demon incarnate, I shall wallop that plaguey dragon lord till he waileth for his mummy. But first I need a weapon befitting such a walloping. Something big and scary and surpassing nasty. Spiked steel whip, 4,400. Full plate armor is 3,500. I could get the steel broadsword here for 1,700, but now I want the spiked steel whip. This is the problem always. They make it so that these games always dangle the next thing in front of you, and they do it in such a way that you're almost always there, and you're like, oh, I'll just hold off until I get to that. I'll just hold off until I get to that. Next one. Okay. Said I probably have a lot of stuff to sell. Yeah, I could sell that. I could sell the leather shield. Do I have a whole lot more stuff here? Oh yeah, plain clothes. Sell all 3 of those. Bamboo pole. Still not quite enough. 4,400. I got to 3,800 at least. Okay. over here and save. Good day, friend. Thou hast found thy way to the humble village of Cole. We were lucky enough to be visited by the bard Zalen this short while past. So moved by his performance, I began to weep, upon which he pulled from his sleeve a handkerchief and proffered it without missing a note. Verily did I swoon. Takes a look down the well. Oh. There's something down the well. Traveling warrior. When traveling the land, one may often encounter opponents of great strength and skill. Knowest thou of such foes and how they might be dealt with, friend? Yes. Humph, and be gone. Treasure chest is locked. Lux, child, thine is a face that shall suffer itself to be beside that of its destined lover and no other. Thou art an uncommonly lucky young fellow. Papa hath returned to us, but he doth little besides sleep and stare forlornly from the window. He is no longer any fun at all. Woof, woof, woof. Okay. Dog had plenty to say to me. Door is locked. There's a cat there. Hast thou set foot upon the isle amid a lake on the land mass to the south of this place? No. 'Tis famed for the town of Rimmildar, which standeth proudly upon it. Okay, that's right, this is the shop with some poison here. Brave men, bearer of the blood of Erdrick, hero of legend, know that thy weapon will not serve to vanquish the Dragon Lord. The sword of thine ancestor remaineth still in this land. Seek it out and let it cleanse our realm of evil once more. Thanks for telling me something I already know. There's a mini medal for walking through swampland. Lo, thou art fire indeed. Wilt thou sample the sensual puff puff for a mere 20 gold coins? Jesus Christ. Sure. And with that, the ritual is ended, and thy puffy, fluffy-fleshed hot spring egg waiteth thy delectation. Nowhere else shalt thou sample such delectable softness, nor such richness of flavor. Thou must savor every bite. Them tucks into his hot spring egg. It is the finest culinary sensation he's ever experienced. Yeah. So, yeah. If you're thinking, did that woman just give you a blowjob? Yes. Yes, she did. Although they disguised it. There's the fairy flute. That is going to be necessary for me to get to Rimmildar. Hey, goofball. Yeah, she restored some hit points too, so that's how that works in this game. A pair of boxer shorts. You grew up on the Dragon Warrior games. How is it? It is very good. I too enjoyed Dragon Warrior 1 and 2 and 3 as a kid. I played a little bit of 4 on an emulator, but not much. And yes, it is very good. It's very, very good. I haven't gotten into 2 yet here, but like 1 is already knocking it out of the park. Like just the music and everything is just fantastic. It is so far a bit easy, and people have been mentioning that it's a bit easy. And I'm playing on the hardest difficulty, so I'm waiting for the at some point one of these bridges is going to send me into a tizzy here, where I'm going to have like the difficulty is going to ramp up at some point. But so far it's been pretty straightforward. You're playing Remake 2 the other day. I'm towards the end of the game. One thing I want to mention too, if you like RPGs, especially the 2D like classic Dragon Warrior stuff, there's one that just released. It's an indie game, and it's called. Let me see if I can pull it up here. Let's see if I can do this. Where's that? Can I get my? Yeah, here we go. What's it called? I have it on here. Splintered. So this one is basically 2D Dragon Warrior 1, except it takes the whole concept and it puts a whole lot of other mechanics into it. So like you level up your equipment, you get based on what equipment you're wearing, you get different abilities that you can use. You get as you kill groups of enemies, and it tells you what groups of enemies that you kill. Like if you kill one of each of them, you gain abilities as well, or like permanent unlocks and stuff. It's really cool. It also there's a thing where the world, like it's got its own randomizer and stuff, which is pretty cool. And there's a thing where the world sort of changes from one chapter to the next and stuff, which I haven't gotten through yet. But this is like literally like they took all the inspiration from Dragon Warrior 1 and are like, we want to do this, and it's in a modern engine and stuff like that. And it is currently 30% off at $7. It just got released, I think, last week or something. But like you can see, it's pretty cool. I was playing a little bit off camera, and it's rather cool. I haven't gotten much into the story yet, but it does have like the classic sort of top-down story stuff going. So yeah, Splintered. That's the one on Steam you want to take a look at. Oh, you just bought Splintered. There you go. Friend, I am unable to swim. Thinkest thou that I might still bathe safely in the springs hereabouts? Yeah, sure. Lo, this is music to mine ears. 'Tis my first visit to such a place, and I am as yet ignorant of the rules and customs. The waters are white with churning, and the bottom invisible as a result. I had feared that I might sink and drown. Yeah, the music is just absolutely fantastic. Like they took all the orchestrated, they took the chip tunes and they orchestrated everything, and it's just wonderful. My grandson Roderick dwelleth in Rimildar. He is a kindly boy, but a trifle muddle-headed. I cannot help but worry for his well-being. So now that we have the flute, the fairy flute, we can get to Rimildar, because you can use it to put the golem to sleep, which is protecting Rimildar. The fiends roaming the land have grown so numerous of late that even to visit the closest town is an act so perilous as to be foolhardy. That's weird that you can use the if you accidentally hit the sticks, to move in a dialogue thing, it will actually push the dialogue forward. That's what happened there. I accidentally hit the stick and it like dismissed the dialogue because he had nothing more to say. That's kind of weird. I'm surprised that that's a thing, but it is. We got an inn here. Traveler did tell me of a cave in the quagmire south of this place in which languisheth a maiden most sorrowful indeed. But the cave in question is overrun with foul fiends. Pray, how might a delicate damsel survive in such a hellish hole? More likely doth it seem that the traveler, driven mad with fear, did glimpse a phantom of his mind's own making. Nope, nope, nope. She's definitely... Gwellen is definitely down in the swamp cave. Oh, there's a guy laying here. Oh, Jesus. Okay. He's talking about Puff Puffs in his sleep. Yep. Yep, 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 yep. Yep, 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 yep. What do we got? So let's see. It's out of there. I need the, I did go in here, right? Already? No, I went to the other place. This has got cheaper stuff, but yeah, it's not going to help me right now. Okay. Anything else here? It's probably everything. The door that I can't open. Wait, did I go inside this place up here? Oh yeah, I did. That's the bathhouse. Yeah, okay. Okay. Let's zoom back to Tangential. There we go. I want to go... We don't really have anything to do here, per se. I want to go, Oh. Oops. I thought I was going to the castle. I wanted to, I wonder where the... Is the thing here? So in the castle, there was a place where you get magic keys, which was behind a door. But there was also the castle basement, which was hidden behind the castle. And I'm trying to think, have they modeled that here, or have they moved that? We do have to come back here anyway for the main quest, right? Report your findings to the king. Let's get our hit points replenished for free. There we go. We had that there. Can I get back behind? I don't know if I went all the way around here or not. Like, where does these steps lead to? Ooh, hang on. Seat of defense. Yeah, I didn't explore everywhere. This is a problem. That red door I can't get through. An associate of mine did speak of a band of heroes with whom they had a chance encounter. A warrior, a mage, a priest, and one who fought solely with fist and foot. They sound a fine fellowship of adventurers, do they not? I think I ran into them. Merely to swing one's weapon wildly shall not suffice to vanquish the fiends that do plague the land. Thou must needs master spells and other such secret techniques. Do so, and thou might yet prevail in thy battle against wickedness. There's an oaken club. That needs a different key. Oh, here we go. Would that I might pass all the remaining days of my life alone with my beloved. If the knowledge that the monster might rob us of a simple joy at any moment weigheth heavy upon my mind. To be alone with my beloved is to forget all that threateneth this world. Alas, I cannot put our plight entirely from my thoughts. My lover informeth me that were our world to be destroyed, our love too must surely perish. Ooh, here we go. Chimera Wing. When rain and sun the twain do meet, the rain's bow shall a bridge complete. Thus spake the foretellings of old. Antidote herb. Seed of luck. Okay. Ooh, the old man is back here, probably. Yeah, alright. Now we're talking. And 31 gold coins. Oh, but I can't get through this door, can I? Damn, I need the key to get there. Alright. We need to find the key seller. Yeah, door's locked. Oh, they're practicing. Okay, I've heard that before. Okay. It's over there. Alright, she's telling me about keys, which I'm aware. That's a key door down there. So in the original game, there was a key seller in Garenham, which is Galenholm now. But we went to Galenholm and I didn't see anybody in there who was selling keys. But usually, but the key seller was up in a corner that you had to kind of get to. And I wonder if I just didn't find the path to get to him there. Let's go talk to the king. The other thing is, too, it may be locked off to me because I haven't progressed the quest yet. Thou art returned to us, and what hast thou learned? Thou wishest to know if the rumors are true, if the sphere of light which Erdrick himself did gift unto us hath been stolen? What errant nonsense is this? Whence did such groundless tittle-tattle originate? Please, good Chancellor, our friend here hath clearly done as he promised he would, and sought out knowledge of the mighty Erdrick. The least we might do is share the truth in return. Aye, very well. Far be it from me to contradict thee, Majesty. The rumors are indeed true. The forces of evil have taken possession of the sphere, that it was our sacred duty to protect. And thus have fiends proliferated, and poisoned swampland, and more besides. What of the princess, thou askest? So thou didst meet with the party sent to retrieve her? Then perhaps it is best that I tell all from the beginning. $6.99 is the most you spent on 57 megabytes in a while. Yeah, I know, it's a really small game. It's pretty funny. My beloved daughter is blessed with a great power. She is able to hear the voice of Almighty Rubus. And so it came to pass that several months since... Ooh, we're getting a flashback. She did receive a warning from the spirit of the land herself.
Gwaelin. I am Rubus, mother to the land of Alefgard. And I hereby entrust to you a message. A foretelling of how this world might be saved. Listen well. A great darkness threatens Alefgard. Take the sphere of light in hand and seek out a place of safety. In time, one will come to you, a youth who bears the blood of Erdrick, hero among heroes. Impart to him this message that I entrust to you. Guide him on his quest. Bid him go.
It was at just that time that the fiends had begun to appear, and seemed certain to greatly trouble the land. And thus I chose to trust in the word of Almighty Rubus, and did instruct Gwaelin to reveal the message with which she had been entrusted to none but the hero himself. Then I did dispatch her, along with a troop of my best soldiers, to the Shrine of Rain. I had hoped that the sooner I sent her away, the safer she might be. Alas.
Princess, we have come far and fast. Perhaps it would be better if we rested.
We need not do so for my sake. Come, let us continue onward.
What is this power I sense? Thou bearest the sphere of light, dost thou not? Princess Gwaelin of Tantagel?
Fiends! Protect the princess!
What is the meaning of this? Who art thou, rogue?
I am the Dragon Lord, Master of Masters, King of Kings.
King of Kings? Thou art naught but a monster!
Know this, fair princess. The monster thou seest before thee is the true ruler of this world. All others are naught but pretenders. The sphere thou carriest is mine by right, and thou wilt return it to me.
'Tis the birthright of he who beareth the blood of heroes, and I shall relinquish it to no other.
So Rubus watcheth over thee. Then let us see whose power is the greater. Victory is mine. Perhaps thou might consider joining me. 'Twill be a sight worth seeing, I assure thee.
Never! A hero shall soon come, just as Lady Rubus foretold.
As the kids would say, the Dragon Lord's trying to get his riz on, huh?
The darkness thou servest shall not be suffered to thrive. He who is blessed with the power of the light shall see to that.
A hero. Let him come. Let them all come. All shall suffer the same fate at my hand. Majesty, might I suggest we take the princess, willingly or no? There is still much we might learn from her. Those of your accursed ilk are ever presumptuous. Very well. Do as thou wilt. I have what I came for. Come, we return to the castle.
Back, fiend! Away with thee! Princess!
So, just as thou didst learn on thy travels, the sphere of light was taken from us, and my beloved daughter also. We have, of course, expended every possible effort in our attempt to regain both, but we are unable even to approach the accursed isle upon which the fiends dwell. And though we did send a party of our finest soldiers to seek the princess all across the realm, months have passed, and still they have found naught. Majesty, please, I beg of thee, do not give up hope. Fool, Who art thou to speak of hope? Do I not dream every night of my darling daughter's safe return? But these are the dreams of a father, not of a king. As a king I must think of my realm, of my world. And if manpower is to be expended, it must needs be expended on assailing that dread isle, and returning the sphere of light to its rightful possessor. I fear I must ask yet more of thee. Wilt thou come to the aid of our cause once more? Yeah, of course. Full glad am I to hear it. I am ever in thy debt, good sir. That I bid thee follow in Erdrick's footsteps once more. Legends tell that the hero of old did travel without hindrance throughout this world by the means of 3 keys. I would have thee gather them. One of these, the thief's key, hath been discovered in the town of Gallenholm. Hie thee there and seek it out. Yeah, see, I was there and I couldn't find it. Until we meet again, brave men, may good fortune go with thee. So number one, the voice acting is fantastic. However, I question why we did have some King voice acting earlier in the game. And I question why part of that cutscene was voice acted and the other part wasn't. Because it seems like that's a very important cutscene for people who have never seen the game. And yet only half of it was done, which is very strange. It's very strange what they've chosen to voice act and not. But then again, JRPGs do that all the time. Where it's like, they voice act one sentence out of every 25. And it's just, I don't often understand why they do that. I mean, I know that it's a way to save money, certainly. But, like, the way they employ it, like, if you want to save money, like, voice act an entire cutscene that's important, not, like, 2 sentences of one and 3 sentences of another. You know what I mean? It's very strange. We can just zoom on over there to Gallenholm, since we've been there. I'm trying to figure out where I have not checked over here. Oh, well now I'm triggering a cutscene. Okay. Gather ye round, good people. What you see before you is a key capable of opening any door, so long as that door be red in color. Aye, 'tis the self-same all-unlocking item once used by mighty Erdrick, the storied thief's key. Can it truly be? But this is a rare treasure indeed. How much might one expect to pay for such a thing? Might I compliment thee on thy knowledge and thy fine eyes, sir? Thou hast a certain something about thee. Art thou perchance a hero of some renown? But, to return to the matter at hand, how much for the key? Were it anyone save thyself, good sir, I should not wish to part with it for less than full 1,000,000 gold coins. Jesus. Okay. But to a hero known far and wide, if it might aid thee in thy world-saving and general questing about, I might consider perhaps 800,000. $800,000? This is too much, surely. Thou wouldst gouge us for profit, even as the world burneth beneath our very eyes? Aye, avaricious rogue, swindler, cheat. Come now, come now. Did I not just offer a discount of full 200,000 coins? What manner of swindler would do such a thing, hmm? And besides, where is the harm in selling a thing for a price befitting its rarity? I understand full well that such a sum is not readily come by, but a certain moneylender of mine, acquaintance, would be more than happy to help, I am sure. In any case, I shall retire to the inn by the seaside just south of here. There to await thee, shouldst thou come to see sense, O mighty hero. I'm thinking he doesn't really actually have the key, but whatever. Who was that standing behind me? Objectives have been updated. There's a guy behind this tree there. Oh, I bet that was a thief ready to waylay that other guy on his way back, because it seems a bit too easy to just go down there. So, what did he say? Where the swindler is staying. Down there. Okay. By the way, the overworld theme in Dragon Quest 1, Dragon Warrior 1, one of my most favorite overworld themes in any game. Both this version of it and the original version of it. It's one of those things where, even though like in the original NES game it repeats pretty often, it never gets old, however many times it repeats. Oh. We dinged to 14. Okay, and we got Sizzle. Yeah, alright, we're gonna miss a lot now. Luckily they're also missing a lot. Also, I have a bunch of... don't I have a bunch of... Oh, I got some seeds. Yeah, here we go. Seed of defense. 2 points. Seed of luck. 1 point. Alright. Still something. Roadside Inn. Dost thou mean to venture southwards thyself? Yes. And thou wilt surely encounter not just rogues, but vicious fiends also. I would counsel thee to think again. Another suit. Strong medicine. Oh, so they put this instead of the whatchamajooza, instead of the bridge that would take you south, they put this in here. Let's see. Yep, this guy's been beat up. Ugh. Sir, art thou injured? What hath befallen thee? A strange fellow, entirely unclothed, save for a mask. He entered unbidden, and he took it, the thief's key, my treasure, my ticket to riches untold. He took it and escaped by the window. Wait, perhaps he wore a loincloth or some such similar undergarment, but never mind that. The villain stole my key. I fear, sir, that thou hast fallen foul of one they call Robin Hood. He is a lord among bandits who have terrorized the lands about all about this place most mercilessly of late. See, I spoke true. This Ood must be the rogue who did plunge my key into the depths of his drawers and depart without so much as a by thy leave. He fled southward, I saw it. Return it to me, return my key. Robin Hood is no wayside bandit. He and his accomplices are hardened and desperate criminals. We must send word to Tangento and ask that a detachment of soldiers be dispatched. A detachment from Tangento? Nay, sir. We cannot possibly. Thou wishest thy key to be returned to thee, thou'st thou not? Wherefore wilt thou refuse such a course of action? Well, the key, it came to me by other than standard means. If such were to be investigated, I might be invited to spend some time in the Gale. Or jail, really. That's supposed to be pronounced jail. So please, I beg of thee, no detachments. Alas, is it that or nothing I fear? Gah, 800,000 gold coins, gone. So that's interesting. Objectives have been updated. 2 gold coins. So that's interesting. I wonder... So they put the key now down in the cave. There's a mini medal. Right, if I'm not mistaken, if I go to the world map here. Yeah, they put it down in the mountain cave here. Interesting. Okay, that's a interesting place to put it. Instead of it being just find this hidden wall and pay for the key, they're like, here's a quest to go get the key that you need. Alright. I heard a most fearful racket emanating from the room next door. Is all well? What sayest thou? The rogue Robin Hood did make an unexpected appearance? I suppose we had heard rumors of he and his band of ne'er-do-wells having made this cave southeast of here their lair. Chimera Wing. We have the actual innkeeper. Yeah, that's cool. Okay. Oh, well, they do still have the bridge here too, but they put that in the way. Interesting. Now, I wonder if the difficulty is going to spike across that bridge. Ledger Domain we've beat before, so it's not too bad. Nope, now we're getting some skellies. Okay. Yep. Alright. Okay, they're ramping up. They're ramping up on us. Got some shades now. Okay. Wow, 46 points. Okay, yeah. I see the difficulty spike. Holy hell. He is hurting me plenty here. Spells. Heal. Yeah. Oh, I didn't want to do that again. Whoops. Oh well. Okay. Well, I see that the difficulty is ramped up. Let's just do the handy heal all. Craggy Cave, Dandara. Oh, I keep forgetting that it keeps doing the last thing I selected and not fight. All right. There we go. Here we go. Oh, and right to a cutscene.
Nah, boss. 'Tis too dangerous, boss.
Unhand me! If thou thinkest I'm letting one of the boys just die, thou hast another thing coming.
And if thou thinkest we're letting you die, thou hast another thing coming yourself.
Hey? Who art thou? State thy business.
Hast thou come here looking to pinch our treasure?
Yes.
Thou shameless rogue! Come here and let me pummel thee!
Okay. Let's see what we can do here. Spells. Sizzle. Okay. Yeah, these guys hurt a little bit, but they're already hurting themselves here. Damn. Damn. 30 hit points on those. Alright. This is not working out too well. Oof. Yep, they got me. They certainly got me. Continue from the beginning of your last fight. Continue from a church. Continue from autosave. We can continue from the autosave probably. That was right at the beginning. Or let's do a rematch. Let's see, I like that they're like, just get right back into it again. Let's do abilities, dragon slash, beast, flame slash. Let's try cop out. They're hurting each other. This is interesting. This is really interesting. Okay. Feel like this is a little bit OP. Alright, spells. That's one down. I think this other guy... Holy crap! Okay. Yeah, that big dude is only attacking like every other turn, it looks like. Oh, nope, he still got me. That's interesting. Okay. But that cop-out is like, that feels a bit OP. Like, if they attack me with a, which one does it? If they physically attack me, they end up hitting each other. Alright, and so I should do that when on every other turn. Like he just did something that turn. So then if I do spells, zap on these guys. Oh, not zap, damn it. Did the wrong thing. Abilities, cop out. That didn't work too well. Yeah, they do so much. I wonder if it might, if doing, was it Fizzle would help out there. Or even Snooze to put them asleep. Does Snooze work on this guy? Yeah, I didn't think so. I didn't think it would work on him. It worked on the one guy.
Much better.
Now ain't half bad.
Oh, that's one down. Okay. Bells. He's down. There we go. So that I can heal myself. Alright. Abilities cop out. Oof. No, he got me that time. Oof. No, okay, he's so that cop out's not working against him right now. Alright. So heal ourselves. And then we will zap him. Alright, so heal. MP for that. Alright, well he's definitely hurting. Takes 3. So we're gonna have to do just a regular attack on him. There we go.
Enough! I surrender!
We got him. 385 experience points and 287 gold coins.
Thou hast clobbered me fair and square, but thou wilt spare me, wilt thou not? I swear upon my soul to mend my wicked ways. Say thou wilt, please.
Yeah, okay.
Cheers, ears! Verily thou art a saint. I'm Robin Hood, by the way. What do they call thee, pal? Tis a fine old name, that. Yeah, I like it.
The fork-tongued rogue doth claim that through his veins courseth the blood of heroes, boss.
Is that so? And thou needst the thief's key for doing some heroic bits and bobs, I suppose.
Surely thou dost not believe this twaddle, boss.
Well, the thing is, see, this Erdrick, the hero who did save the world all them years back, worked for one of me ancestors, as it happens. Bloke taught them everything they knew, in fact. Verily.
Core.
And if our friend here truly is descended from me great-great-granddad's most giftedest of pupils, that explaineth how come he just duffed me up so good. Behold, the thief's key, heirloom of my storied line. Since thy family and mine go way back, I ain't too bothered about handing it over to thee, on one condition. Thou must first navigate this here cave and bring back our comrade, who hath gone and got himself proper lost.
Forsooth, boss, thou art a genius. This fellow here will be able to bring him back, no probs.
Well, what sayest thou, cuz? You up for it?
Sure.
Nice one! Verily thou art probably descended from heroes.
Probably.
And just so thou knowst, there's supposed to be fairies in there what useth magic to confound all who enter, or something. Anyway, be lucky, eh?
Your objectives have been updated. Okay. Before we do that, you know what? Let's do zoom and we'll head back to, I guess, Tangible. Do I have a place to save in Tangible? Oh yeah, we do. Yeah, never mind. It's. I keep thinking it's just a castle, but it's also Breckenry. So, yeah. Let's come down here. Anything else in this chest? Right. Okay. So let's first of all. Let's rest up. And then, where's the... It's over here. Alright, let's save our game. And that'll have to be it for me for tonight, friends. It's past midnight. Cool. We got 3 hours, 3¼ hours done though, and we've made some good progress. I think we're starting to hit like some harder enemies now, so that's good to see. So yeah, this is cool. This is awesome. I love this just so much right now. So cool. Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD-2D Remake is definitely going on the list of things that I need to continue with, which I kind of figured would be the case as we're going here. Kind of figured that would I would need to get this fit this in to everything else that's going on, which is there's a lot. But yeah, I definitely I love all the changes that they've made so far. You know, it's great. You bought the Erdrick bundle or Switch 2, which is 1, 2, and 3 make of the HD remakes for $100. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, this one, so 1 and 2 HD-2D is I think $60. And then the Dragon Quest 3 HD-2D remake, both of those are on Steam. I think was another $60. And then they've got the pre-orders are up for Dragon Quest 7 HD remake, or whatever they're calling it, remaster or whatever. That is up as well on Steam. That is $60 for the base game, but $75 if you want to play it 3 days early or something like that. So yeah, you save $20 by doing the bundle. Yeah, that's a good bundle to do. And I think I don't know if this is the case or not. This might be on Game Pass ? I'm not sure. It'd be kind of weird if it was on Game Pass, but it could be there. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah. So yeah, man, cool stuff. I really love what they've done. I'm really excited to see also how they've expanded. Not only have they expanded 1, but I'm really curious to see how they've expanded 2, because 2 I suspect is the one, like, for people who like JRPGs, 2 is the one that's probably closest to what they expect out of the JRPG. 1 is showing its age even now. They've polished it up a bit, but it's still it still shows its age quite a bit. Whereas 2, I think, is closer to what people kind of expect if they've played any modern JRPGs. It's not on Game Pass? Okay. Yeah. I kind of figured it wouldn't be. It's Square Enix and, you know, there's stuff like that. So yeah, it'll be interesting to do that. It remains to be seen if anybody follows it, but there is a, what do they call it? Not a moratorium, but a blackout or whatever you want to call it, that streamers are supposed to follow when it comes to the Dragon Quest II portion of this HD-2D remaster, where you're not supposed to show anything on the stream past the second credit roll, whatever that means, for Dragon Quest II, until after like November 23rd or something like that. We'll see how many actually follow that. I kind of like, we'll see. There's a lot of silliness going on there. The other thing that you're supposed to do is to tell everybody when you're streaming it that there's spoilers. But I mean, that just kind of goes without saying, right? If I'm streaming a game, I'm going to be spoiling it. Like, that's just... you can't have one without the other, right? So there's that. But anyway, we'll see how all that comes forth. As far as when I'll get back to doing more of this, I don't know. Square is threatening takedowns if you don't comply. Yeah, Square is weird about things. They try to exact more power than they really ought to. It's like, if you're worried about people spoiling something that you've put in a game that you've fully released and that they've paid money for, then maybe you should, I don't know, spoil it yourselves before anybody can get to that part. I mean, like, they have all the power to not have to worry about that, and yet they put ridiculous requirements on things. I don't know. It's very strange. But yeah, that's where we're at. So I don't know. Tomorrow night, I think I'm going to be doing coding, as well as Saturday night. Sunday night is kind of a toss-up. I don't think I'll be doing this Sunday. I think I'll be doing something else, but we'll see. It depends on what I feel like doing. So this might end up being a Monday game, maybe. I gotta look at all the things I have in flight here, because I feel like I've got something else that I was planning on doing Monday. No, I don't know. This will probably be a Monday. This will probably be a Monday night game. And then Tuesday being Slime Rancher 2. So we'll see. We'll see. At least getting through Dragon Quest 1. 2 is going to take a lot longer, so it might require me to have like multiple days in a row to do it. But we'll see. We'll see. And I still got a long way to go with Shadowrun, so that's going to remain Wednesdays and Thursdays for a little while. There is so we've had a whole bunch of games come out yesterday and today. I still eventually want to get to the Outer Worlds 2 and everything, but I'm going to let that sit for a little bit. And on November 6th, we got a whole bunch more things coming out that I want to play. So the schedule is going to be all over the place, because that's just how it is right now. So that's where we're at, friends. Anyway, that'll do it for me for tonight. If you happen to run across this on the YouTubes and you have a like and or a subscribe that you can spare and maybe toss my way, that would be really great and awesome and swell, and it helps out tremendously, and I appreciate it greatly. Otherwise, thank you so much, everyone, for watching. I hope everyone has an excellent morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on what it is for you. And hope to see you back here again in the future for some more stuff, whatever happens to suit your fancy. Until then, see you, bye.
Same old story. Boy finds girl, boy loses girl, girl finds boy. Boy forgets girl, boy remembers girl. And girl dies in a tragic blimp accident over the Orange Bowl on New Year's Day.
Good year.
No, the worst.